Welcome, Mark Bellinger, one of the sponsors is S4S Silesia. Can I put the proper S4S Squash for Silesia Orzech Team 1?
That's it.
So Mark, thank you for having you here.
Great to be here, yeah.
So that was quite tough quarterfinal.
It wasn't the plan.
Against Atras team.
Yeah.
And tell me something about this match.
So listen, it was all credit to the Atras team. They played really well. All of the players, all the matches were really good. It was always going to be a tough draw against them. Kuba Wasilewski started with our team really well, 3-0. This was the plan.
Well done, Kuba.
Yeah. Again, really solid professional performance. And then, of course, we had Adrian Marshall playing his old trainer, Atras. This is obviously, I've had many battles, and again, I have to give credit to Shemek for his performance. You know, he's former, winner, the champion of Poland, and he showed all of that experience in that match. And credit to Adrian, he fought in there, what we realised is that with this format of 4 players, you can get to the point where it's 2-2, and then it comes down to games, but then it also comes down to the small points. Yeah, and that's actually how this started to play out.
That was really important
in the end.
In this match.
So it's something that players in this sort of format should remember, is that even if you're being battered and you're like 9-1 down, is just fight extra few points, because they might be needed in a few hours' time when your teammates are on court.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to remind, this is BETARD Teams Championships, Polish Teams Championships over Wrocław here in Asta La Vista. So Mark, you are like really, you are like a legend of Polish squash. Can I say like this?
It's a little strong, legend of Polish squash.
You start playing squash when you've been 10?
I started at 10, back when the rackets were made of wood. I used to get 2 serves. Obviously,
what was that?
So that would have been, I think it changed around 1985. So, I went...
Where about? In England?
In just the rules of squash. You used to have 2 serves.
Where did you start? Where?
Oh, in England, I started in England, played as 10 years old. I'm now 52, so 42 years of playing pretty much all through that period.
And the city or the region? Where do you start?
Down in the south of the UK, so Sussex. Pretty much played all around there, which is actually where the Malik team come from. That's where I grew up and played. And it's very different in the UK because regions don't generally play against each other, and there's no national ranking list like you've got here. So what you have in Poland, as I've always told you, it's absolutely amazing that pretty much any weekend of the year you can go somewhere in Poland, play a match. You've got a national ranking. I think it's now nearly 3,000 strong. And even if you're like, right, I'm ranked 3,000, can I get to the top 2,000? And it's so I'm a massive fan of what you're doing here in Poland. Obviously, we're in the biggest squash club in the world, Asta La Vista. Polish squash is just going to get bigger and bigger, and it's only a matter of time before you've got top players on the PSA tour. Yeah.
So, Mark, I think, in my opinion, this is one of the best events during the season.
Yeah.
Because this is club championships. So why we are, let's say, so exception compared to, let's say, Polish championships? We have like foreigner players.
Yeah.
So I remember that was 2017 or even before, and in Krakow.
Yeah.
There was a lot of top 10 players in the world. Yeah, they've been playing rackets number 1.
Matthew and
Wilstrop Matthew, and then Greg Luthier and Borja Golan, and all these players top. And now we have this in Wrocław. Unfortunately, we don't have a court outside, but still, I think this championships is for me is the heaviest championship.
Well, it's the last one in our season. Obviously, you have your individual championships, masters, and all that sort of stuff leading up to it. But I think the reason this is special is, so for me, I still like to win, but honestly, when I'm on court, if I'm just playing for me, getting the motivation sometimes is difficult. But if I'm playing for a team,
You are
I just think
madman.
I just think it's a different level.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
like in the atmosphere you've got your teammates behind the court. So I think the atmosphere that we always get. It doesn't matter whether the court's outside or in here. We know as it gets, semi-finals and the final, that the atmosphere and the emotion.
Yeah, that's true.
Because people are not fighting just for them; they're fighting for their team and their region. And this is a really special event. I'm glad it's at the end of the season. I'm glad. And all the the friends that we have all over the country come to one city to celebrate the squash. I think it's the most special event.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
the most important, maybe. I think individuals are probably the most important for Polish players, but I think as a country and as a sport, I think
For
the
promotion
DMP is the one for me. It's amazing.
Yeah. Mark, thank you very, very much. Thank you for having you here.
No,
I wish
you're
you good luck. Stay healthy.
See you on court sometime soon.
This is Iceman as well. We jumping into the cold water.
Yeah, we do the ice.
At the end, tell me, is it helpful?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's my advice. This is obviously from Wim Hof is my idol. I met him last year actually, and he talks about the cold shower or the cold ice bath. Mm-hmm. Personally, I think the cold shower. If people can do the cold shower, this is much harder than the ice bath, because once you're in an ice bath, it's done. Whereas the shower, you're moving around and
especially when the temperature in the room is like about 20 and you go into the 8 degrees water.
But honestly, the difference it's made in recovery for the muscles, this is amazing. And actually, the colder the ice bath, the less time you have to spend in it. So if you have to break the ice to get in, this is my favourite, because you're in. Yeah. You don't want to do more than two to 4 minutes, and that's fine. If the temperature's a bit high, you should stay a bit longer to get the. But anything below 16 degrees, if it's around 12 degrees for 10 minutes, this will have the effect on the body of recovery. And I know that you use it as well.
Yeah, I'm just nearly a master, let's say. So, Mark, thank you very much. Thank you. Always good to see you. You are in good shape.
I'm getting there.
All the best.
Thank you. Dziękuję
Thank you.
bardzo.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Thank you.